And welcome to this week's edition of the Central Arkansas Football Report, along with head coach Clint Conk. I'm Justin Acree. Bears win again on the Stripes, remain undefeated on this great field here in Conway, 24-14 over Lamar. And Coach, you knew you were coming off an emotional win last week, 27-26 on the road against a team that's really developed into probably your premier conference rival. Maybe a little bit of a letdown this week, but certainly got off to a great start in a 10-point win.
Well, certainly we're excited to win. It was great to be back at home. You know, I thought we did a lot of the right things with our players this week. You know, we didn't get back to about 7:30 on Sunday morning, and so we modified several aspects of our practice. But at the end of the day, you know, we made enough plays. We're excited to win. Certainly not real pleased, though, how we played, because I know potentially we play a lot better. But give Lamar credit. They came in, stuck to their game plan of running the football, and we just couldn't get off the field at times, but we made enough plays, and certainly it does secure our 6th win of the season. I believe that's the 32nd winning season in the last 37 years, dating back to maybe 1976. So we did hit a milestone tonight, but certainly I know that moving forward we're going to have to play a whole lot better.
Well, and you've been preaching 4 quarters, and it's been the second half that we've seen the market improvement. This week it was the first half where you played pretty clean football, gave up 79 yards, and had a 17-0 lead at the break.
Yeah, 17-0 lead. We felt good. We talked about finishing and asserting ourselves, but we didn't do that. I got to take responsibility for not having the team fully prepared, whether it be at the beginning of the game or the second half. But we've just got to block better. We got to tackle better. Give Lamar credit again. They executed a phenomenal fake punt, and I've just got to have the team a little better prepared to play 4 quarters, and certainly we're going to need to do that moving forward with our conference leader coming up next week.
No doubt about it. Well, the Bears win. That's the good news, 24-14. We'll take a look at the first half highlights on Family Day on campus here in just a moment.
Sponsored by Conway Chamber of Commerce, AT&T, All Clean Restoration Services, Crane Automotive, AT&T Real Yellow Pages, Sonic Drive-In, Log Cabin Democrat, and Zaxby's.
Flooding happens. When it does, call All Clean Restoration, Arkansas's solution to disaster restoration, flooding, fire and smoke, tornado, and more. We are Arkansas's #1 restoration company, able to reverse the damage of any disaster, large or small, and get your home or business back to the way it should be.
Tell your insurance company you prefer All Clean Restoration.
All Clean Restoration, proudly serving all of Arkansas.
Real Yellow Pages, YP.com, and YP.com on your mobile. More ways to search, more ways to find. Only from AT&T.
Welcome back to the Central Arkansas Football Report. And Coach came in ranked 17th in the country, and again, coming off that emotional win at number 15 McNeese last week. We've talked a lot about the emotional state and how you kind of avoid a letdown, or what you can try to do to avoid that coming in. And can you talk about the week of practice and leading up to the game?
Well, certainly we're pretty beat up. We played without 3 or 4 regulars this week. We did modify some practice as far as our contact and additional lifting and meeting time. And it was an emotional game, but at the end of the day, we've got to play better. And again, give Lamar, that's not to take anything away from Lamar. They came in, had a game plan, executed their game plan. We didn't execute the game plan that we had very well, but certainly, again, be able to make corrections in a win is much easier than coming on a defeat. And so we're excited that we were at home to be able to keep our undefeated winning streak on the Stripes, to defend that 17th national ranking, and to get the win overall. But we've got to have a little bit better week of preparation this week, block and tackle a little better. And I know our young men will rise up because they're not pleased with how we played tonight.
All right, let's take a look at the first half highlights. And the Cardinals won the toss. They deferred. Bears get the ball first, and did not return the opening kick out of the end zone. Sat on that.
Yeah, we decided to take the yards. The first drive of the game, good physical run by senior Jackie Hinton.
Yeah, 18 yards. That was the best run of the night for him.
Nice job by Lamar in coverage. Make us hit the check down to Dominique Kroom. Again, he continues to assault the receiving record book here at the university. One of his several catches on the night.
Kevin Buford did a great job all night long. 4 punts, 47.5 yards for an average, and put one inside the 20 as well.
Well, we've got them backed up here. We let them off the hook. We didn't play very well on third down. Again, nice throw and catch by Lamar. They came in, they had their top 2 backs tonight rush for about 170 yards. And that's just too much. We didn't tackle as well as we needed to. Our gap integrity and our run fits need to be better. But you can see right here, most of the time the pile moved forward, and you can see right here they're finishing runs and we're not finishing tackles. Again, we've got them in a third down situation, and a tremendous effort there by junior Markeith Gaines from Pascagoula, Mississippi, and we force a punt.
That was not returned, and they kept the ball away from Jesse Grandy most of the night.
Well, good job right here on first down, the bubble screen. We're getting our empty package. We come back with the quick screen to Jesse. And then this is a spectacular catch right here by Desmond Lewis, the sophomore from Mesquite, Texas. Again, we come back with the inside zone. Good physical run. Good job by the offensive line. Justin, I believe we ran 52 snaps from scrimmage. It only had maybe 9 or 10 possessions on the night, but excellent protection and a nice big play right there to end the quarter to Jesse Grandy, the senior from Pine Bluff.
And then Jacoby Walker, and I know you love having that in the Wildcat package. He fights his way into the end zone, a 1-yard run. 12 plays, 86 yards, and you're up for a 7-0 lead here.
Well, we weren't real happy about the first quarter, but a great way to start the second quarter. Again, good kickoff there by Eddie Camara, who had a great week last week against McNeese State. You can see right here again on third down, they attacked the perimeter, and then just not a very good job of tackling right here. And we allow the running back again. Those 2 young men, and they played without their number 1 running back, but their second and third team running back rushed for 170 yards against us, and we've got to do a little bit better. They had a nice little scheme here with their drop roll that hurt us on the perimeter, but you can see now they're in our territory. Big pressure there, forces the incompletion on third down, and Lamar to punt.
Jesse Grandy with a fair catch at the 8-yard line. And here you come again. Jackie Hinton, nice blocking up front on this one, able to get a nice pickup on first down right there.
Yeah, I mean, we want to try to get off the goal line and make a first down. Unfortunately, we're not able to do so. We come back here on third and short, and they hold us 1 yard from the first down. But Kevin Buford, the senior from Greenville, had a spectacular night. Got a real fortuitous bounce right here. Averaged over 47 yards a punt on 4 punts. Defense makes a stand, and we came after it here, put a little pressure, but they line drive it to Jesse, and he's able to turn this in with very little blocking to about a 10-yard return.
Smothers getting a little pressure there, and a nice throw inside to Des Lewis as he laid out for it, made a nice completion. Then a great throw right there between 2 defenders to Brett Soft.
Yeah, the senior there from Wichita, Kansas. Good job, Brett. Good job, Winrick, using his feet to extend the play. We hit the check down to senior Terrence Bobo. And then we come back right here on the choice route. Backside to Dominique Kroom. I believe it was one of his 5 catches on the night. Again, we're on the plus side of the field. We come back once again on the quick screen, and we get it down the red zone. Not able to punch in a touchdown, but Camara, the sophomore from Cedar Hill, Texas, comes in, makes it 10-0.
And after hitting a 41-yarder and a 47-yarder, made that 33-yarder look easy. 10-zip at this point.
Another big kick, yep. And they come back with the quarterback draw. Nice job by the defense tripping up the quarterback. Good tackle right there. That's how you tackle. Tackle high and you run through the ball carrier.
Yeah, it was Marcus Dumas, I believe, on that play. And then another nice pressure right there, or Marcus Peters, excuse me.
John Woodard, Jonathan Woodard, I think his 6th sack on the night, and the redshirt freshman continues to play well. We used our timeouts. We're into a 2-minute situation now with no timeouts, and again, I thought Winrick showed a lot of poise. Hit the check down right there. once again hit the running backs, and our running backs are doing an excellent job of catching the ball out of the backfield, and just a fantastic effort by Jackie Hinton, the senior from Shreveport.
Yeah, topsy-turvy there, just kind of spinning his way out, and then a great throw and catch from Winrick Smothers to Dominic Kroom. And they have great chemistry, coach, and a nice touchdown drive right there. The extra point is up and good, and now you got a 17-point lead. And, you know, defense made a great stand. I know you used your timeouts there in that last defensive possession, and then got the ball back and drove it right down. It all kind of worked out the way you guys had hoped.
Well, and we did a great job there covering the kick. Zach Bush, the sophomore, we haven't
Yeah.
seen much of him the last couple of weeks from Guyer, Texas, with a big tackle, but real proud of the 2-minute situations. You know, we work awfully hard on that every week in practice, and it's paying dividends for us in the game. And that particular play where he hit Kroom, we free released the back, which leaves us only 5 linemen. They rushed 6. Winrick did a real mature job standing in the pocket, looking down the barrel, making a real efficient throw to Dominique for the touchdown.
Well, the offense certainly very good there, and then the defense, 79 yards in the first half, very impressive. Not quite as tight, unfortunately, in the final 2 quarters, but the Bears, again, did hold on to win and did just enough. There was actually the play of the game yet to come, so stay tuned for that. It's all coming up as we take a look at the second half in just a moment.
At Zaxby's, all of our salads are made fresh to satisfy any craving. Like the blue, with a bold taste of real blue cheese and buffaloed or blackened chicken. The house, or the Caesar. With so many flavor-packed choices, you'll be seeing salad in a whole new way. Guess someone forgot to tell us that salads are supposed to be boring. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Hey, Jay Myers here for Crane Buick GMC in Conway, and we are big supporters of the UCA Bears. What we want to know is, what's your favorite Bear call? Bear call number 1. Bear call number 2. Bear call number 3. Go Bears! Go Bears! Go Bears! Vote for your favorite Bear call at Crane Buick GMC's Facebook page. Plus, bring in your ticket stub for an extra $500 off your next purchase. Only at the GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC. Go Bears! Go Bears! Go Bears! Go Bears!
Second half highlights now. Bears kickoff. And start on defense here, of course. After a 17-0 first half.
They had a nice scheme against us, and certainly we just didn't fit our run gaps on the weak side counter. They come back with the zone play right here, able to get it out to midfield. Certainly we wanted to make a stand right here, and their quarterback was not extremely mobile. They ran him just enough, though, to present a little bit of a quarterback run game, but the defense does hold up and forces a punt that they're able to kick out of bounds on a 17-yard line. This was not a very good series for us. We wanted to really come out and try to establish ourselves. 3 and out. It's not how we wanted to come out of the locker room, but again, fantastic punt.
Almost get a turnover right there. Unfortunately, there's a Cardinal there to pick it up, and they retain possession.
Well, their backs, they were very quick and, not very big in stature, but, the outside throws really hurt us tonight. They were able to extend drives on 3rd down and get big plays. As you can see here, even when we make tackles, they're finishing forward, and they'll have a run coming up right here where the ball carrier really pushes us for about 15 yards after initial contact. But they've got us running sideways. Our gap integrity is not very good. But you can see right here we make initial contact with the ball carrier on about the 27-yard line, and they're able to push the pile all the way down to about the 7-yard line. And just not the kind of defense that we want to play. And of course, they're able to get their first score of the night coming up right here.
Yeah, they move the pocket there, and then the quarterback pulls it down, and he's into the end zone. It's Barry, and 17-7 at this point.
Well, they did a real nice job of kicking away from Kroom. Unfortunately for Lamar, they kicked it out of bounds twice. So we get positive field position, good push on 1st down. 5 yards by Jackie Hinton. We come back with the speed sweep. They're able to bottle it up, but Jackie makes a great effort just to get back close to the line of scrimmage. And then again, we send 5 out in the pattern. Terrence Bobo again, nice job. 1st down. And then Winrick here on the zone read with the keep. And ends the 3rd quarter. And I thought, again, Kevin really punted the ball extremely well tonight. Kind of lost the ball there, and it goes into the end zone.
Yeah, it was the only touchback of the night. So they're backed up, though, at the 20-yard line.
Again, we missed tackles. They're able to break it on the perimeter. A nice tackle there by Dylan Winfrey, the true freshman from Bryant.
We're into the fourth quarter now here.
We forced the punt. And again, they're punting it away from Grandy. But we do get the ball back, and on the second play of this drive, we hit Jesse on one of our staple plays. Great protection, great speed, great run. We're able to get our only points of the second half.
Yeah, 75 yards later in a hurry. And Bears are back in front 24-7, extending that lead. 2 plays, 76 yards. Those are nice drives when you can get them.
Oh, you like those big plays. Disappointed right here. There was 2 special teams plays that disappointed me. We let them out on the kickoff, but then here on 4th down, they executed a fantastic fake punt to extend a drive, and now they're on the plus side of the field. But again, great job of tackling right there. But we let the quarterback outside the pocket. Again, the deep out really hurt us the entire night, and they're able to get it down here close to the red zone. You can see they were really stretching it and then, cutting it back. Give those guys credit, but certainly not the kind of defense. We're in man coverage right here. We give up the inside throw, and then really kind of a matador effort right here. Running back's able to go into the end zone basically untouched.
Yeah, Garrett, that's a 16-play, 67-yard drive, and ate up a bunch of clock. Made it 24-14. They try the onside kick. They do not cover it before it goes out of bounds, so the Bears retain possession. Come back with Willie Matthews here on a nice run to the left side. And then a nice throw and catch. I believe that was Kroom out there.
Right here, and this was 4th down and very, very short. I'm not sure we would have made it, but Lamar had 12 men on the field, and we get in the victory formation and able to get out of the game.
24-14 the final. Let's take a look at our play of the game, and it's a pretty easy one to pick out. It came in the second half. It was really far and away the best highlight of the second half, that throw and catch. And I know you had a couple receivers in the route. Brett Soft was out there too, and attacking the middle of the field.
Well, we attacked an area where they were trying to disguise the coverage. They got out of position. Nice read by Winrick. Excellent protection by the offensive line. 75 yards to Jesse Grandy. And he's playing very well with a lot of confidence and giving us a lot of big plays.
There was no doubt about it. He had a huge week again in all-purpose yards after coming off a player of the week in the Southland Conference last week.
Need to keep that guy healthy, that's for sure.
There's no question about it. All right, we'll take a look at our players of the game coming up in just a moment. Stay with us.
If you're coming to Conway for football, get ready to put your game face on. For shopping, dining, accommodations, and more. Come for football. Stay to play. Learn more at conwayarkansas.org.
The smoked chipotle burrito is really good.
Yeah, my zesty cheesesteak burrito is great.
Are you familiar, Pete, with the phrase, don't mess with success?
Yeah.
Because this is not only messing with success, this is taking success to the cliff and shoving success over.
Success said, oh, please, don't do anything. Leave me alone.
These burritos didn't even hear that. They heard, oh, put. And that was it. It was just like, wow. Egg everywhere.
Wake up to sirloin steak and fluffy eggs with the new Zesty Cheesesteak and Smoked Chipotle Breakfast Burritos. This is how you Sonic.
Welcome back. Time now to take a look at our players of the game. We start on offense, Coach, and we're going to go with your quarterback, Winrick Smothers, who had another very efficient performance, 74% completions, and he remains in the top 10, I think, in the country, right around there from an efficiency standpoint.
Well, the junior from Destrehan's playing an extremely high level, 20 of 27, 271 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, was not sacked tonight, did a nice job of extending some plays. And again, that 74% completion is the type of efficiency we're looking for. Unfortunately, though, we just didn't have enough plays. I think we only ran 50 offensive snaps tonight. And but he is playing at a very high level. The receivers, for the most part, are catching the football, the backs as well. And that young offensive line's continue to give him a little bit of time.
Well, we got bad news, good news, and some more good news, I guess, on the defensive side of things. The bad news was they ran 73 plays. The good news was a lot of guys had high tackle stats. And the other good news is that your defensive front actually got quite a few tackles, including Matt Hornbuckle, who's our defensive player of the game.
Yeah, the junior from Colleyville, Texas, had 8 total tackles, 7 unassisted tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and certainly he is pretty healthy and playing very physical in the middle, and we'll need that type of effort by him as we prepare for a big game this week on the road.
No doubt about it. We'll talk more about that coming up. Our log cabin stat of the game, Coach, 276 yards passing, and this against a defense that was number 1 in the conference coming in. They were giving up around 175 yards a game, so I know you had to be pleased with your passing performance.
Very pleased. Jacoby Walker got in there in our Wildcat package, completed a bang-bang play down here on the goal line to sophomore Joe Carmichael, but again, 276 yards passing against the top-rated passing defense is a real nice night. We didn't run the ball probably quite as efficiently as we'd like to, but certainly our pass game showed up tonight in a big way, and real pleased with that.
Well, here on campus at UCA, we are purple and we are gray, and this month, of course, though, we see a lot of pink mixed in there, and you see that all over the country, certainly, and they are recognizing breast cancer awareness here on campus, and here's a little more on that.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am a UCA
Bear.
And I stand strong,
Proud.
fighting for a cure.
Today we honor those
who have fought and survived. We are
behind you.
October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I'm really proud of our staff for wanting to start an initiative for breast cancer awareness, and I'm telling you, our staff went full force into doing so. We have Bears for the Cure, we have Campus for the Cure, we're doing it at our volleyball, at our soccers, at our softball, and certainly at football, and we are raising awareness for this disease and trying to raise some money for our local hospital as well. And certainly now with a colleague of ours having breast cancer and going through it right now, chemotherapy treatments right now, it really means a lot to our staff to really embrace this awareness campaign, and we've gone full force at it.
This year in UCA Athletics, we wanted to do something a little different for breast cancer awareness. So we created an event called Bears for a Cure. With Bears for a Cure, we're raising money for the Fabulous You Boutique at Conway Regional Health Centers here in Conway.
We had 4 different fundraisers that we ran through the Bears for a Cure. We had Pennies for a Purpose, which we did in the local schools collecting pennies. We also had Save a Lid, Save a Life, which we ran through Res Life and the departments, where we saved Yoplait lids and General Mills products. That was labeled with the pink label. And 10% of the proceeds are actually donated to the Susan Komen Foundation for Breast Cancer Awareness. We also had Kick for a Cure, which was with women's, men's soccer, as well as football. Every single shot on goal in the men's game and women's game, as well as every extra point and field goal kicked in the football game was raised $100. It was sponsored by First Security Bank here in Conway. And then we also had Campus for a Cause, which was a pop tab drive where all the Greek organizations and RSOs here on campus collected soda tabs and turned them in at last week's Dig for a Cure volleyball game. The involvement here on campus was great. We have everyone from faculty and staff to donors to people in the community and to members of our Greek Life and RSOs as well as Res Life getting involved.
Something else we did to raise money, we made t-shirts, we sold pizza, and we sold pom-poms at all of these fundraisers, all these events, these sporting events that happened October 13th through the 20th to raise money. All this money does go back to Conway Regional Health Center, and that's something special and unique that UCA does because we found something in our community, something that means something to the people that come to UCA and that are a part of our UCA alumni in our school.
Bears have to leave the comfy confines of Estes Stadium this week, back on the road, Coach, and certainly that's something your team has been awfully good at, as we witnessed a couple weeks ago at McNeese. This week, another kind of challenge against Southeastern Louisiana. New coaching staff. They are undefeated in conference play, and they're coming off a bye week, so going to be an unbelievable challenge this week.
Well, Ron Roberts, the new head coach there, and his staff done a wonderful job getting the Lions believing. Certainly they are 3-0 in conference. They've played a very difficult non-conference schedule. They've beaten 3 good teams in our league, and certainly the off week is going to allow them to work on some things fundamentally I'm sure that they wanted to improve upon. They've got a real nice running game, skilled players, athletes, very complex type of defense. So we've got to go to Hammond, Louisiana. The last time we were there was 2009. We lost a close game there. We did win there in 2007. But we've got to have a great week of preparation. It's an extremely talented, very athletic, big, fast Southeastern Louisiana football team that's very well coached. So we need to have a great week of practice, a good game plan in all 3 phases, and then certainly, we need to travel well. It's a long trip again down to South Louisiana, and we remain relevant in the conference race again. Very little room for error. Happy to get the winning season, but certainly this will be a big jump for us this week if we can go down there and play well in Hammond.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And moving up, I would assume, after starting this game, ranked 17th in the country, trying to stay in that conference race, which is so tight now, hoping to give Southeastern Louisiana their first loss of the season. Something we talked about this week on the radio show is how good your staff does and you as far as keeping your team focused on the next task at hand and not looking down the road.
Well, you kind of wonder if we weren't looking down the road tonight a little bit. I just think I've got to do a better job as the head football coach to make sure we have good game plans in all 3 phases, and then certainly to make sure our players are ready to play. And I promised our players tonight after the game that would happen. They've got to help, though. We've got to block better and tackle better. Certainly it's a huge challenge, but for us to get to where we want to go and do the things we want to do, we need to have a great week of practice, and we're going to need to play extremely well this week against a very, very talented Southeast Louisiana football team.
Good luck this week.
Appreciate it.
All right, the game is at 7 o'clock next week down in Hammond, Louisiana. Pre-game on the UCA radio network starts at 6:40. We hope you'll tune in for the game, and then we hope you'll tune in again next week as we recap the game on the Central Arkansas Football Report.
Hey Bear fans, basketball season is quickly approaching. Order your tickets by calling the ticket office at 852-2234 or by visiting ucasports.com/tickets.
Every season starts with hope.
I will never let you down.
And a dream to play for the ultimate title. NCAA Champions. Experience it live at the 2013 NCAA Division I Football Championship Game. January 5th at FC Dallas Stadium in Frisco, Texas. Tickets start at $30. Visit ncaa.com/FCS to make a date with champions.